Welcome back to SugarMill. Thank you for joining me. Episode 2. We're doing very well. Got a good start going. Nice relaxing part of the music here. We're building our heavy load area over here. That's going to help us move things around. So where we can move stuff with the wheelbarrows, it's like 50, 60 items at a time. With the heavy load, you can move like 100 kilograms, 200 kilograms at a time. 7% of the way through the construction, it says there. And not an expensive building. It does take 12.5 kilograms of furniture though. Look at all the horses that you get. So they'll be driving the wagons. And if I show you here on our inventory tab, the carts are up here, 62. And 122 barrels, that's what moves the water around. So people are carrying the barrels or wheelbarrowing them around into people's homes. And something I wanted to point out actually is that we've got 2,700, nearly 2,800 kilograms of food, which is certainly down from 5,000 kilograms. But bear in mind that we do have to fill all the houses up from the big storage, and the houses can take quite a lot of inventory. They kind of act as storage areas in themselves. So this house only has 19 kilograms of food. But if you have a look at this one, it's got 301 kilograms, and that's one of the new houses that's just been moved into. So this new house as well, 15 kilograms of beans, 6 kilograms of water, so they won't be going thirsty. But there's a lot more to move, so let's have a look in this one as well. 15 kilograms. So we need to fill these houses up with beans. That's got 181 kilograms, so that one's doing quite well. And so there's a lot more goods to be moving around, and so let's put as many people as we can on the masonry building and speed up the game. Here we go. The next building to build is that heavy load, which that'll be built in no time at all. We've got $48,300. We've got an enormous wood order still unpacking, $17,280, and we've got 4 people at the dock doing that. More babies being born, so the population's going in the right direction. And that's the export dock. So let's label our docks actually. What's the quest anyway? So this dock is like the export dock. You can just click on the name and here we go, export dock and import dock. It reminds us of what's what, although we know this is import. Oh, there we go, we've just had a boat come in and deliver that furniture, so that's brilliant. And we're down to $47,383. So we'll certainly be thinking about some production buildings soon. And I'll just see how far we can extend our roads. See if we can extend them out here. Yes, we can. Ooh, we can extend it a long, long way. That's good. I think that's one of the longest stretches of road I've built, possibly because the dock's there. Great, so we've got $900 reward for that quest. We've built our heavy load building, and it's saying just hire someone in that building now. So let's go on to our jobs overview and see who we can put where. Well, the masonry building, we don't need 8 people for building, you only really need 2 or 3. So the rest of them are there for moving stuff around, and if we take them off, they would certainly be very well used in the heavy load building, because they can shift more stuff around. And I'm just keeping a very close eye on our food at the moment, because we've got 2,500 kilograms of food, which is getting lower and lower, but we are filling up all of our buildings, aren't we? So that's another important reason to expand slowly. There's no produce being held in the farm, and look, we're producing 300 kilograms of food, but that could almost go in one house as their entire inventory, couldn't it? So, oh, it's good to see they had 8 kilograms of water there, but it went quickly. Big family. Big family. And we've got couple of people. Yeah, there's a 16-year-old there. Ooh, so we could build another house and get that population moving again. Could build it over here. Let's lay down another shack and put it down here next to all these other smaller shacks. Put it nice and close so we can squeeze loads in. There we go, laid it down. Ooh, look, this is cool. Let's produce weapons now and sell them later. First of all, build a blacksmith. Find it in the raw buildings menu. Now, this is why we play on the free will game, because the blacksmith on the traditional mode would only unlock once you got 50 people, and we've only got like 29 at the moment down here. So let's build the blacksmith, and I think we'll build the... Ooh. We might buy this area as well. So we can have the blacksmith right next to our export area. That'd be good, and that could be like an industrial area right next to our export dock. Let's buy this zone. It would tell us there actually that it was $6,000, but that'll be included in the game. The developer will update that, and we've bought that region. So there we go. This is our whole area, and we're left with only $42,800. But that's fine. There we go, built our large shack, and 2 people have moved straight in, and yet more food will be going into there, so we may need to build another farm. But in the meantime, let's do that blacksmith. So it's going to be 1,100 wood and 1,800 bricks. Now we've got 9,700 bricks, and we've got 6,500 wood, so we're keeping up with the wood. And a ship just came in, so we can see what they were up to. But in the meantime, let's place this blacksmith down right near our dock, and in fact we could have another row of housing behind there. So part of me wants to make sure we don't use up that space. Let's lay down a road and work out this this layout. It's not quite liking the road there, so let's step it back another tile. Here. Yep, it's happy there. So that's a road, and then if I was to build a large shack down here, then that would show us another line of housing, which I'd quite like. So if we build it with a little bit of a gap, so we're not too... There we go, we'll build the next line of shacks along there. We'll wait until it's built, and then we'll build the road out there. Although we can do that now, can't we? There's a bit of rock there in the way, which we may need to clear, and actually that might be a good way to show you the bulldozer feature. Oh no, looks like the road will go through there. So we'll just build the road, and that'll be our next line of housing. Should be able to fit like 3 or 4 large shacks there. They'll be nicely close, or close enough to the big storage. And let's build our blacksmith down here. So raw materials in the middle. Start making some weapons, yeah? There we go, we'll put him down there. And what we could do... Ooh, a pirate threat just went up, I think. Nope, pirates close to the shore. Cool. Wonder if we could see them. Oh wow, so that's our bay, so they come in through the blue tiles. That's quite mysterious, I quite like that. Okay, we've got a couple of building projects going on then, and we've got, we've got 7 unemployed people. Let's definitely build another farm then, because I think we'll need it. And we'll keep the farm next to the big storage, because there's often a lot of material to move.
Building completed.
So we'll have it around here, and I'll just wait until the daylight comes so we can see what we're doing. But we've built that large shack there on the second row, and we'll see if we've got anyone moving in actually. Come on, daylight. Oh, it looks like someone has moved into that big shack. There's a love heart emanating from it, indicating they may be making babies. So we're in the process of making the blacksmith building now. Once we've made the blacksmith building, we'll start making weapons, and the materials we'll be using we'll rotate it around that way and just put it down there. If we put it as far to the left as possible actually, if we do it this way up, it's thinner, might be able to squeeze in a small farm next to it. So that's as far over and as far so we can get down there. We've done it. Lots of babies, lots of thumbs up, thank you guys. And the blacksmith is on its way. Another farm to bump our food. 2,280 food. Oh, there we go, we've got our reward for building the blacksmith. We'll need to employ someone there. And I imagine the next quest will ask us to do that. So we'll just put one person in there for now. We'll select weapons in the production tab, but also we can make tools, nails, utensils and machinery. Ah, I'd forgotten that you could do that. That's handy. Tools will go down. Oh look, furniture's at 14. So it's a good job we imported some, isn't it? So in our import dock, there's the furniture. Let's just bump that up the priorities, and there we go. If you go off the tab back on it, it shows. Quite often it will just bump up in real time, but sometimes it gets stuck. And looking good. There we go. We've built our farm. Let's employ full people and do beans. Now there is. Oh, here we go. In the blacksmith product tab, change the product to weapons. Workers will bring the raw materials needed to forge the weapons if found. So if we've got the raw materials, yep, they'll be making the weapons. So we've done that, and your reward is $500. Fantastic. And this is where this tab, the inventory tab, one down. That's where they'll bring all the goods in to be turned into weapons. So we will be having wood and iron bought in shortly, and this is where the heavy loaders really come in. So yeah, really we could do with more. In fact, let me commit to full heavy loading. We've got 7 in the masonry building, which is okay. And they want us to hire 2 blacksmiths, so let's take someone off masonry and onto blacksmith. There we go, $500 reward. So we're making weapons, and from now on we just need to make sure that we keep putting unemployed people on the masonry building now. Produce 100 kilograms of weapons in the blacksmith, and we can keep an eye on progress on this tab up here, the quest tab. It says status 0%. Or we could just have a look at production and see how many weapons have been made. 18 kilograms so far. And here we go, here's the wood and here's the iron that we've got in stock. So that came quickly, so some of that must have been bought by a heavy loader, and also by our wheelbarrows. So our movement, there we go, there was a heavy loader, just bought something there. Yeah, that would have been 100 kilograms of wood, I think, and then 50 kilograms of wood. So wow, that's much more efficient than moving, you know, like 12 or 15 kilograms here and there. Can you imagine? That would have taken a very long time. Lots of wood coming in. So we need to make sure we've always got loads of wood, which we have. We've got that mega order being unpacked, and we've unpacked almost 5,500 so far, which is almost how much we've got in stock. So if we hadn't bought that order in, we'd have run out of wood by now, which is interesting to know. Plenty of everything else left over though. 113 furniture, that's all unpacked now. Cloth can go down quite quickly, but we've got lots of everything at the moment. 7,750 bricks. Oh, ships arrived. Ships will come and go, but I don't think we particularly have any orders in progress at the moment. But if we have a look down here, pirate threat is 12, and the reputation of our port is 10. We've got 1 unemployed person, so we'll keep putting them on the masonry building. And also something very important to keep on top of is to make sure you always have the full amount hired at the farm, because it will get to a certain point where people start dying. And once they start dying and there's no unemployed people to take their position, they will just, you know, stop working, so you'll end up with fewer people at random different places, and you might not realise that, for example, you're not producing any beans anymore at a farm because someone's died or 2 people have died. So that's important to know. There we go, we're getting on with the weapons. We've produced 62 altogether, but 55 according to the quest. That's when the quest kicked in. There we go, there's our village down close. You can see a bit more when you're close down. And we could build some more stand lamps so we could see. We've got all the whale oil, so we could build one here on that corner. do that. There we go, there's a stand lamp there. Lots of thumbs up from everyone. Not sure if that's because I built a stand lamp or if they're just happy with what I'm doing. Could build another stand lamp down here as well. Quite like the idea of building them on corners of roads.
Building completed.
Put that down there over there. Okay. Doing very well. Are these guys going to have some children? They should do. They've got food. They've got water but no food. Okay. I wonder if procreation is put off if they don't have food.
Building completed.
That's the importance of being so close to the big storage. And I'm tempted to build a small storage out here or here for use with our new industry zone. I'll do that. I think I'll do that and build a small storage there. Small storage can take up quite a lot of goods, 300 square meters of stuff. Let's just try spinning that around. Oh, $500 reward. Looks like we've produced all our weapons, and the small storage is going in there. Done. Now export 100 kilograms of weapons. Now this is going to be our main money maker to start with, at least. So we go down onto the orders tab. Go on that plus sign up there next to the export orders, and here we can see how many weapons we've got. 110 kilograms, but we'll stick to what the quest says, because if you go off piste with that, it doesn't always like it. So we'll do 100 kilograms of weapons for $1,000. That's a good order. There we go, passed the quest. $500 reward, and we've doubled our food production, and there we've first time we've seen the food increase for a while. Maybe we've got to a point where we're producing more than we're using, or we've just we've put loads in people's houses and they're equalising. Oh, wow, that was quick. We've exported 60 kilograms of our weapons. Completed. So if I show you, build a large shack in this bigger houses, population in these bigger houses, population will grow faster. Yep, so we can build another big shack there. And if I show you how the export works, have we got one person? Yep. This is where it shows you how much stuff you have yet to bring into the dock. So we are yet to bring in 40 kilograms of weapons. So that's on its way. And once you've bought all of the stuff into the dock, it will show here on the inventory tab. So we would show 40 kilograms of weapons here once it's bought in. And we'll just see if anything shows up. Nothing yet. And once a ship comes by, they'll just take everything in your inventory and pay you for it. It's as simple as that. As far as I'm aware, oh, there we go, we've bought it all in and it's counting, so that'll disappear shortly and pop up in the inventory if a ship doesn't come along first and take it all. Are we going to see that pop off and on? There we go, it's disappeared, and now, well, it's not showing in the inventory tab, but it should. It will do. It's in the process of being calculated into inventory. Wonder if you click off and on again and then have a look. No, not turned up, but it is there. And then when a boat comes along, it'll take it. So we'll have a look in a few minutes to see if it pops up. But in the meantime, our next quest is to build a shack. Large shack. Right next to this one on the new street. And there it is. Hopefully that's in line. And we're expanding our population. We're on 2,676 food. And we've got 5 heavy loaders. We've got no one unemployed, but we've got 9 people in the masonry building moving things about around the village with wheelbarrows. Everyone else who's just moving stuff is just moving it by hand. So I don't know if it's the residents themselves that will be moving stuff. Do you know what we could do with is a stand lamp just outside the big storage, because that's where all the action's happening, isn't it? Can we fit one here? Probably. Put it down there. That way we'll see a bit of the farms as well. Hopefully that won't get in the way of people. There we go, we've got a bit more light for night time, and the small storage, that has a little light on, so that's nice. Put all that stuff in front, being stored. And there we go, we've got 65 kilograms of weapons in our small storage already. That's pretty cool.
Building completed.
There we go, $400 reward for that shack. Now, oh, it's telling us to build a lumber mill. Yes, let's do it. We can build the lumber mill over here, so it's near the small storage. And it's good to have all your industry in one zone because, well, this is the we might build the lumber mill up here because the blacksmith takes wood, and being close to the blacksmith, that would be good to just have a very short distance to walk. And the small storage, the entrance is on the left-hand side, so yeah, I think the lumber mill on the left-hand side is ideal. Oh, and we've had a ship arrive, so it will have taken the... there we go, there's the weapons in storage, so I think that was more an import ship. Yeah, there we go, in the import dock. Let's hire someone else. Now, how much iron have we got? Because we're producing... We've got nearly 4,000 iron. It's iron and stone that produces the weapons. We'll do an export of the weapons in a moment, but we'll put down that lumber mill. Raw products, so wow, here we go, this 2,250 wood, and a little bit of everything else, but mainly it's all about wood. It's a huge volume of wood. If we hadn't any, if we didn't have any import orders on for wood, we would have run out of it by now. So we can lay it down there, right next to the blacksmith and the small storage building. Nice. I'm liking that layout. I think we might expand our residential population out to the left here. So we've got this tile, haven't we? And just need to make sure that we replicate the farm and the storage model around the houses. I think that's really important. So that it's not too far. I think this is where they get the water from, you know, the big storage. It's not an element that we're actively participating in the game, but they do need water. See, they've got 11 kilograms there. Cool, look at all those beans. So we could still do with shipping stuff around a bit more. No water there, but that's a young couple, so I'd expect them to have babies, and I'd expect... Okay, good, they've got a baby. And these guys have babies. Okay, so that's good.
Building completed.
Yeah, lots of food in that one. Okay, we've built our timber mill. Reward of $400. Next, they'll ask us to employ someone there, and we've got someone unemployed. So there we go. Hire a lumberjack. Done. $400 reward, and we're flying through these quests. And what we can do is put another export order on for our weapons, because there's nothing going on, and we've got the worker, so we may as well. Oh wow, 217 kilograms of weapons we can see in our inventory down here. So we'll do 217, and we'll go down and select weapons. There we go, $2,170. So this is our fight back, this is to get our money back up, so we can start saving up for a new region. And oh, also something you might not have realised is that if we go on our finance tab, which is the 2 pages down here, and you go along to finance and onto ledger, we're paying salaries. So in the current year we've paid out $160 of salaries. In the last year it totaled $390 for a full year, and so it's very important to do the exports and make your money to pay the salaries, because otherwise eventually you'll be in a deficit. So that's very important to know. Now let's see what's going on with the roads here. Could potentially do with demolishing some of these trees, which we can do. But note we've built the road through the trees. Where does it stop there? Can we expand it out? Good, we can. Okay, so we could do with another large shack here. Build a gunpowder. Find it in the industry buildings menu. Okay, this will be interesting. So we could build it along here, or we could build it on this side. Not sure where to build it. We could do with another large shack there. Let's find the, while we're immersed in the dark, we'll find the gunpowder building. There it is, 1,800 bricks, wow, 1,125 wood. and all sorts of other stuff, mortar, roof tiles. We should have enough. We've got 5,500 wood and we've got 6,900 bricks. I mean, ideally we'll be starting to produce bricks of our own before long. So we'll put the gunpowder building down here, I think. Oh, it's a big building. Put it down right next to the dock. Where is it? Near the road. There's the road. There we go. There's the gunpowder building. We'll go for it and commit to it there. And get all the resources in. I'm sure that'll be fine. We could possibly build a road around the back or the side, or wrap a road around. Do we need a road in the industrial area? I wonder if this road will extend along. Ah, good, it will.
Building completed.
Okay, I'll build the road. Okay, $400 reward. That was quick. Oh, that's a big building. Let's check it out. Cool. Nice. Okay, so import 1,000 kilograms of sulfur. Very nice building. That's the biggest, most interesting building we've built yet. I'm not sure what all these things are. So some big vats there with some buckets to put stuff in, maybe for mixing. And this crank is moving stuff. Not sure what that's doing. Lots of barrels for storing the gunpowder. Okay, so our next mission is to import some sulfur. So we're doing well, we're expanding very nicely. We'll import some sulfur. And cool, look at that, we've already unloaded 10,000 kilograms of wood. That's incredible. When the sulfur comes in, we can bump it up above the wood that we're importing. LMN OPQRS, S for sulfur. Where is it on the list? There we go. 20 cent per kilogram. And they want us to do 1,000 kilograms, and that's $200 order. So we'll do that. Reward of $400, and we'll wait for the next quest. I've got a feeling we're going to be making some gunpowder soon and doing some more imports. And great place to pause for this episode. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you very soon.